Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 2 of our London Bulldogs franchise and we are taking on the New York Giants. We'll be traveling to East Rutherford, New Jersey, which is not far from New York City, about 10 minutes I guess. And it has a really nice view. I mean, you can't see it from MetLife Stadium where the Giants and Jets play, but you can on one of the rides at Nickelodeon Universe. It's kind of like a drop top. I've seen videos of that. Never been to East Rutherford, New Jersey, but that does look like an interesting amusement park, Nickelodeon Universe. So it's inside the American Dream Mall. It opened about a year or two ago. So without a further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys at kickoff time.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Joshua Dobbs and the New York Giants versus Drew Brees and the London Bulldogs.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is kickoff time here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So, Adam Vinatieri kicks this one off here for the London Bulldogs, and the New York Giants will be ready to return this one. They will get stopped at the 32-yard line. So, Joshua Dobbs, the former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, steps onto the field for the first time in this episode. So, he is the starting QB now for the New York Giants football team, as this will now be a first down and 10. So Dobbs, he is ready to throw this one. He gets sacked by Jalen Carter, and Kawan Short actually makes a fumble recovery. He gets stopped at the 11-yard line. So Drew Brees, 23 years, played in this football league since, and he was Super Bowl 44 MVP back in February of 2010. The New York Giants do get their first turnover of the episode, so I'm going to hand this off to Adrian Peterson, the former Minnesota Vikings running back. He did not lose nor gain any yards on that play whatsoever, as this will now be a second down and 10. I'm going to hand this off to AP, and he gets stopped at the 7-yard line. So 2 rushes, 4 yards, third down and 6. Now I am thinking about doing a passing play, and I am going to just use a quick slant route. I will not use Larry Fitzgerald in this first quarter, but I will in the second quarter. So 3rd and 6 now. Drew Brees, he is ready to throw this football, and I'm going to throw it to Marvin Jones, and the London Bulldogs take this lead 7-0 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Okay, now first down and 10 from the 31-yard line here in MetLife Stadium. So they're going to hand this off to Saquon Barkley, the Penn State product. So he had only 1 rush there. He did not lose nor gain any yards on that play. So 2nd and 10, 31-yard line. So basically saying they are going to throw the football, and that's actually completed to Evan Ingram. So Evan Ingram claims that reception, so that's going to be a first down and 10 at the 43. So we're going to use the dollar formation here, first down and 10 from the 43-yard line. So they are going to run the football with Saquon Barkley, and he, I think, lost a yard. So 2nd and 11, they're going to be at the 43. We're using the 4-3 formation here for the defense, and they throw this football. It's going to be incomplete, so this will now be a 3rd down and 11 now here for the NY Giants. So the London Bulldogs want to take this. They want to have possession of the football, so this is now going to be a 4th down and 11 here for the NY Giants. So the Giants are going to have to punt this out, and they are going to, it will be out of bounds, but it will be placed at the 23-yard line. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10 here for the London Bulldogs. So Drew Brees, he is going to hand this off to Adrian Peterson. So he will play the first half, Drew Brees, and then in the second half, I'm thinking about using Ben Roethlisberger, battling off against his former teammate from the Pittsburgh Steelers. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10, 38 seconds to go in the first quarter here in East Rutherford. So Preston Williams there claims a reception. So he evades the tacklers. So 2 for 2, 54 yards and a touchdown. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, 2nd and 7 now from the 14. So they're going to hand this off to Adrian Peterson. And Adrian Peterson, he gets his first touchdown of the game for the London Bulldogs. So he runs it in from only 14 yards, and they will lead this 14-0 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Okay, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line, as we'll see Joshua Dobbs throw this football to Saquon Barkley, and he gets stopped at the 38, so that's going to be a 2nd and 1 for a gain of 9 yards on that play, basically. So they are going to throw this football to Evan Ingram, and he gets a 1st down, so he's 3 for 5, 44 yards on that play, so this will now be a 1st down and 10. He has 2 receptions in this game whatsoever, as they're going to be at the 48-yard line. So they're going to run this with Saquon Barkley. He does not lose nor gain any yards on that play whatsoever. And we're going to be at the 48-yard line. So the clock is winding down. The 2-minute warning is coming up pretty soon. So they are going to throw this to Evan Ingram. The ball is out, and Miles Jack has recovered it for London. And he is going to get stopped at the 47-yard line. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10, basically. And I am going to use the 494 F flat on 1st down and 10. They're going to be at the 47. And I'm going to throw this to Harold McGrady. And Harold McGrady, he is still on his feet. He gets the touchdown for the the London Bulldogs football team. So he gets his 2nd touchdown in his 2nd stint with the London Bulldogs. So we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, 1st and 10 now from the 48-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. So this will now result in a 2nd down and 10 as Joshua Dobbs, he is ready to throw this football. And he's going to throw this one to Saquon Barkley. So Saquon Barkley does get a 1st down on that play, so this will be a definite 1st down and 10. So they're going to be at the 34-yard line, and they are going to get sacked by Tony Jefferson. So Tony Jefferson does get his 1st sack of the game here in East Rutherford. So they're going to throw this to Saquon Barkley, and I really like these red jerseys by the Giants. I mean, they should bring them back. And the Red Sox, they're pretty good too. I mean, this was used during the Michael Strahan era. I mean, these were first used in 2004. And Chase Young, the Ohio State product, he recovers the fumble, and he is going to get a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. And we're going to attempt a 2-point conversion. All right, Joshua Dobbs, he gets sacked by Jalen Carter, and then Chase Young, the Ohio State product, runs it straight into the end zone for a touchdown, and we'll see you guys in the second half. So I'm just going to use goal line formation. We're going to use a power O run play on 2-point conversion. I'm going to hand this off to Frank Gore, and he gets 2 points out of this one. Okay, there is a fumble, and Tony Jefferson makes that fumble recovery. So this, I think, will be the 2nd turnover of the game for the New York Giants football team. And I am going to use a slants route here on 1st down and 10. Actually, it would be their 4th. So I am going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. He uses that juke move, and he is still on his feet, breaking tackles along the way. He jumps on in. Touchdown, Bulldogs, and they will lead this one 36-0. 57-yard touchdown by Larry Fitzgerald from Drew Brees. And we'll see you guys in the third quarter. All right, and Eric Kendricks claims the INT there. And he is the only active NFL player whose birthday is on Leap Day, which is February 29th. He was born in 1992. Alright, now it is kickoff time here in MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And Jalen Ramsey, he is ready to return his kickoff here for the London Bulldogs. And he's going to get stopped at the 34-yard line. So we got Ben Roethlisberger to play in the third quarter here for the Pittsburgh Steelers football team. So Roethlisberger, he is ready to throw. He will play quarters 3 and 4 for the London Bulldogs. So Roethlisberger 1 for 1, 28 yards, I'd say. So Preston Williams there that time claimed that reception. So we're going to use a PA post pass play on 1st down and 10 from the 38 here in East Rutherford. So Harold McGrady, he uses a juke move, and he's going to get stopped at the 9. So this will be a 1st and goal here for London. So I am going to put in Sterling Shepard. He returns in a London Bulldogs uniform. We do not have Devontae Parker actively because he is injured. So I'm going to throw this to Sterling Shepard, and he's going to get a touchdown for the London Bulldogs, and they will lead this one 43-0 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Okay, 1st down and 10 from the 32-yard line here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Joshua Dobbs, he is going to hand this off to Saquon Barkley, and he only gains about 3 yards on that play. So this will now be a 2nd and 7 now here for the New York Giants. So they haven't even scored a single touchdown in this episode. And they're going to throw this to Evan Ingram, and he's going to get stopped at the 42-yard line. So this will result in a 1st down and 10 from the 42. So 1st and 10, 42-yard line, 1:47 to go in the third. They're going to throw this to Evan Ingram, and he gets stopped there at the 45. And that will be a 2nd and 8 now with only 1:20 to go in the third. So they're going to run this football with Saquon, and he does not lose nor gain any yards on that play. So Jalen Carter, he has 6 tackles, and he's only at an 88 overall for our Bulldogs defense. So they're going to throw this football 3rd down and 3. He's going to throw this deep to Evan Ingram, and he will get the 1st touchdown of the game for the New York Giants. We'll see you guys at kickoff. It was a 56-yard touchdown. All right, it is kickoff time here at MetLife Stadium. And Jalen Ramsey, he's ready to return this kickoff. So Jalen Ramsey, he's going to use a juke move there, and he's going to use another juke move, and he gets stopped at the 30-yard line, 31 rather. And this is going to be a 1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line. We're going to use a quick slants right here on 1st down and 10. So they're going to be at the 31. And Roethlisberger, he is going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald, and he gets stopped at the 39. 4 for 4, 97 yards, and at least one touchdown there. So this will be a 1st down and 10 from the 39. So 7 seconds to go. Roethlisberger, he is going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. He is still on his feet whatsoever. And this will be a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. This is going to be a 38-yard touchdown, and they will lead this one 50-7. So this is interesting how well we've progressed. I mean, this is like the similar scoring from week 1 when we played against the Dallas Cowboys in London, which I will have the link to the video in the description if you guys want to check that episode out if you haven't already. And we lead this 50-7. All right, 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line. So Joshua Dobbs, he is ready to throw this football. He does not want to get sacked, and he gets sacked by Chase Young. This will be Chase Young's first sack of the game for the London Bulldogs. So this is going to be a 2nd and 24. He lost 14 yards there on that play. So Chase Young this season, 3 sacks this season, and this is only week 2. So Josh Dobbs, he does have 1 INT and 1 touchdown. There's only 3:21 to go in the 4th. 3rd and 21 now from the 20. So they are going to throw this football out to, I believe, Darius Slayton, and they do not get the first down. So we will be returning this punt here for the London Bulldogs. So the New York Giants get to punt this away, and Larry Fitzgerald, he will return it. So he is going to use a juke move, and he is still on his feet. He's using another juke move, and he's going to get stopped at the 43-yard line. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. Okay, 1st and 10 now from the 14. And Adrian Peterson, he runs it and gets this into the end zone for the London Bulldogs. And this will be his 2nd touchdown of the game. So this will now be a 58-7 lead. So we're just going to run it using the Power O run play. And we only have nearly 90 seconds of this game before we go to be 2-0 on the regular season. All right, 1st and 10, Joshua Dobbs. He's going to throw this, and that is going to be a completed pass. So that's going to be a 2nd and 5 now. We're going to use some zone coverage at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. And Joshua Dobbs, he's going to throw this to Saquon Barkley. That's going to be completed. 3rd down and 2 now from the 36-yard line. Clock is really winding down. And I cannot wait to win our 2nd game of the year. And they're going to throw this to Darius Slayton. And Jonathan Allen appears to be down and injured for the London Bulldogs. So Miles Jack, he has a ankle injury. So he is not going to return at all in this game, nor in the next few weeks. So Cameron Wake, the Penn State product, makes a fumble recovery, and this will result in a 1st down and 10. So they lose the ball. So we're going to use the I form here. We're going to use the 26-0 run play. The New York Giants, they already have 6 turnovers in this episode. And I'm going to hand this off to Adrian Peterson. He uses that juke move, and he gets this into the end zone for a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. And that's going to be a 32-yard touchdown. We'll see you guys at the end of the game, and we'll see you at statistics. All right, this concludes it here at East Rutherford, New Jersey. So the London Bulldogs cream the New York Giants 65-7. So we destroyed the New York Giants on the road near New York City in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So this was a great game to watch if you're a London Bulldogs fan. So we are now 2-0 on this season. So we had 294 passing yards, 155 rushing yards, and we had 6 takeaways, which I'm thinking 1, 2, possibly 3 were touchdowns. And I'll explain that in just a minute. So Joshua Dobbs, he had a 101.9 passer rating, 19 for 25 there, 239 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. Drew Brees and Ben Roethlisberger both claimed perfect passer ratings in today's episode. 3 touchdowns for Brees and 2 touchdowns for Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger did have 136 yards, while Drew Brees had 158. So AP, he had 10 carries, 149 yards, and 3 touchdowns, 8 broken tackles on the day. And Evan Ingram, he had 8 receptions, 150 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Larry Fitzgerald, 127 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. Marvin Jones, Evan Ingram, who scored New York's only touchdown, Sterling Shepard, and Harold McGrady all claimed touchdowns in this episode. And we are going to check out the defensive stats here for London. Jalen Carter, 3 sacks today. Tony Jefferson II, 1 sack, and Chase Young had a sack. So Eric Kendricks, he only had 1 INT Fumble recoveries, Cameron Wake, Tony Jefferson, Miles Jack, and Chase Young, along with Kawan Short, all made fumble recoveries, while Chase Young was the only one to return it for a touchdown. And there were no punt or kickoff returns for touchdowns anyway. So this basically wraps it up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next episode. Have a great Saturday, everyone.